And welcome back to Coast to Coast. I'm George Norrie with Richard C. Hoagland. Richard, I'm on the enterprisemission.com website. Kind of hold my hand a little bit. Not too tightly, though, Hoagland. And take me through this and some of the images that we're beginning to look at here.
Okay, well, people need to log on so they can share this experience with us. www.enterprisemission.com. That'll bring up our main page. You'll scroll down a little way down the main page past the Joshua Tree Conference banner, which we'll talk about later because it actually plays a role in our moon story tonight. And the second banner at the top of the page is called Missing Apollo 11 TV Examples. And you click on that, and that takes you to a special page we prepared, which basically has, maybe a dozen images, both Moon and Mars, because we're going to talk about Mars tonight too, which we've assembled from, to kind of help us tell our story. We're starting out with some comparisons of the kind of images that we would have seen in, television land if somehow in the last decade or two NASA had not inexplicably misplaced, with the help of the National Archive, almost 700 boxes of original video, Apollo 11 video and telemetry material.
This can't happen, Richard. They had to have been stolen.
This is just absolutely nuts. We've been able to trace this now back to 1984. If you look at the top of our special Apollo 11 TV page tonight, at the very top you'll see a link which says the official story of the search for the Apollo 11 tapes. That is a PDF file that was sent to us from Parkes, Australia, which is one of the downlink stations in 1969 that was a huge antenna that was relaying the signals from, Buzz and Neil on the moon to NASA and to satellite television and to the rest of the world through broadcast TV networks. It turns out that if you look at some of those first images that I've got up there, you'll see on the left it says things like Parkes antenna, and then on the right it says, or on the left it says broadcast, on the right it says Parkes or Honeysuckle Creek. Those are Polaroid snapshots taken of the monitors at these ground stations, literally halfway around the world, compared to what the scan converter was doing in semi-real time to convert this special TV format, because it wasn't in the national broadcast NTSC video format that people can receive on their home TV sets.
That's why it was so grainy?
So it had to be converted. That's why it was so grainy. Now, if you look at the main page of Enterprise, right there's two thumbnails, a left composite and a right composite. And if you look at the frame on the far left of the Apollo TV examples, you can see what we all saw, including us at CBS headquarters in New York with Walter. That was broadcast. That's what we saw with Neil coming down the ladder on the left-hand side. The frame just to the right of it is a Polaroid taken off the monitor at Honeysuckle Creek. Actually, it's a 35-millimeter photograph of the slow scan monitor, showing you an incredible difference in quality.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you go to the two images on the right of that thumbnail, the one on the left, dark one, is the one we all saw of Buzz. I think he was driving the surface sampler tube into the surface there, trying to get a soil sample, a so-called core tube. And the image on the right is what was photographed off the screen at Goldstone, which was another of the downlink stations in Southern California, receiving direct TV from the moon. But this was not the video. These were just stills that were caught either by accident or because someone was taking some pictures for press that night for media publicity. And the original 1-inch Ampex videotapes, which are of pristine quality, which could now be put through modern computer programs, digitized, where you could see the rivets on the lunar module. Since 1984, according to the people who have, basically been looking now, ex-NASA employees, people at Westinghouse, which were in charge of the, constructing the actual TV camera for that first mission, other people around the world at the Parkes antenna and at the Science Institute in Australia, all of these people looking since 1984 cannot find 700 boxes